Today we will be testing a 5-minute scalping strategy. Who am I? I am DP Roberts, and for years I've been testing hundreds of strategies and indicators, and I'm testing more every single day. I've compiled all that information into spreadsheets and used it to create a profitable trading strategy with a custom indicator. And we have an amazing community over on Discord where we help you become a profitable trader. If you are interested in getting access to the spreadsheets of all the indicators and strategies that we have tested, as well as a free trial to our custom indicator, you can just sign up for our Patreon down below. Alright, as I said, today we will be testing a 5-minute scalping strategy. Before we do though, I wanted to put the testing scoreboard up for everyone to see. So to date, we have tested a total of 313 different strategies, with 101 of them being winners. The best one so far was able to achieve an 87% win rate. That was achieved using the Academy of Forex indicator. And so far, since we've been keeping track, it has outperformed 210 of the other strategies that we have put it up against, every single one so far. We've also tested a total of 1,017 indicators, with 424 of them being winners. Alright, as I said, today we will be testing a 5-minute scalping strategy. So the source video says, "Never lose again. I found the best and most accurate indicator on TradingView." And of course, we're going to put that to the test, see what we can get out of this indicator. And so this is going to be an indicator testing video, so it's just one indicator. So we'll put this one on the indicator testing spreadsheet, not the strategy testing spreadsheet. And so the indicator we will be testing is the dynamic price oscillator, this one right here. Go ahead and click on that and add it to the screen, and it'll look like this right here. Basically, it is a version of Bollinger Bands, if you will. And so if I scroll back a little bit here, you can see that there's an upper band, a lower band. They are contracting and expanding. Then we get these areas where we get breakouts and return to the mean type setups. Now, in the source video, the creator said that this indicator should be used with other strategies as confirmation, but then went on to list probably 3 or 4 different ways that you can use this indicator to take signals. So, of course, the source video is a little bit confusing. They say one thing, then they do another thing, and so on. And so I figured we would just test the indicator straight out by itself, see what we can get out of it with one of the kind of strategies outlined in the source video. And so what we're looking for a long trade, so we are looking for when the oscillating line, I'm not sure what it's called exactly, the dynamic price oscillator. So the name of the indicator. So when the dynamic price oscillating line crosses down below this lower band, and you can see that we get this kind of breakout to the downside where the cloud goes a little bit darker red. And then what we're looking for is price to cross back across to the upside of that red lower line. And when it does that, we are then looking for price to return to the center line. I'm not sure what the dynamic mean. And so it's a mean reversion strategy. Basically, price pushes one direction or another, up or down. Then it wants to rubber band back to this kind of average. And so that's what we're looking for, is the oscillating line to cross back up above that lower band and then return to the mean. And then we will be exiting out of the trade then. So what we'll do is just go ahead and play this forward here and take a look at how this plays out. As you see, price dips down, comes back, crosses back up above that lower band right there. It's making its way up towards that mean, and you can see right here it touches the mean. You would then exit out of the trade at that point. And for a short trade, what we're looking for is when the oscillating line breaks up above this upper band here, gives us this darker teal colored cloud like so. We're then looking for that oscillating line to then cross back down below that upper band like it does right here. You can see that cross back down. At that point, we would enter into a short, and then, well, I don't really need to set the trade because we don't really have a static take profit. Then at that point, what we're looking for is price to come down and again touch that mean line there. Let's go ahead and play this forward and see how it plays out. And just about there, you can see it comes down, crosses down, hitting that mean reversion line there. All right, so that puts us at the end of the testing right there. Before we take a look at what this was able to achieve, if you are interested in a profitable trading strategy, I highly recommend you check out the best strategy that we have tested so far on the channel. It has been able to maintain consistently in the mid 80% win rate. In the upper corner, you will find a link to the video where you can view the strategy. We'll also put a thumbnail up of the video on screen now, and I will also link to it at the end of this video with that same thumbnail. All right, so let's go ahead and go over the numbers on the strategy. So we did the 50 trade test like we normally do. Out of those 50 trades, we got 27 winning trades and 23 losing trades. It's going to put us at a 54% win rate. Now, in this case, we had a dynamic take profit, and so it was a little bit different than normal, having the static take profit. And so what I did was I just kind of averaged out the risk reward per trade. And so typically the average on the trades were a 0.8 risk to reward. And so basically for every one risk, you were only gaining 0.8 of that risk. And so, for example, let's say you were risking $1,000, you would be gaining 800 per winning trade. And so in this case, what I did was I set the risk at $800 and the reward at 600. And so basically narrowed it down a little bit to about where we typically do it. So again, the risk being 800 and the reward 800. So with the reward for every winning trade being $600, the total gain would have been $16,200. On the losing side, of course, you would be risking or losing that $800 per losing trade. Total loss would have been $18,400. And that would have been a total loss of $2,200 altogether. So you're definitely going to lose with this strategy. Every strategy you will lose no matter what. And I wouldn't say it's the best or most accurate indicator either. Compare that to the Academy of Forex indicator. During the same period of time, we did 53 trades altogether. We had 42 winning trades and 11 losing trades. This is going to put it at a 79% win rate. And so if we're looking to gain that same $600 per winning trade, the total gain would have been $25,200. On the losing side, you'd have lost $13,200 for an overall gain of $12,000 altogether. So significantly better results. If you're interested in the Academy of Forex indicator, you can get a free trial when you sign up for a Patreon down below. Once the free trial is over, it's only $15 a month to maintain access to the indicator. You do have to maintain your Patreon status, but still super cheap for a profitable, efficient trading system. And before we end the video, if you're interested in seeing the new strategy that I've developed using the Academy of Forex indicator for crypto trend trading scalping that gained me $2,589 in the last 2.5 weeks, $400 just today, then go ahead and click the video link up in the corner right now. All right, that's it for this indicator here. We're going to go ahead and put this one on the no list and move on to the next video from here.